Hello everybody, welcome to GT Planet and welcome to a video that Chaz has been recording now for over a quarter of an hour with no microphone actually switched on in the recording software. We've got 5 seconds until we jump in now to Race C. So I'll go over the daily races stuff again when we've done this and explain myself, okay? It's been one of those days. So we're going to be starting 5th on the grid by the look of it, which isn't bad at all, in the gorgeous Ferrari 458 Italia Group 3 for... Like I say, it's been one of those days. Make sure we are on the racing mediums, which we are. I was quite happy with my qualifying times. I felt like I was pushing it a little bit too much, and I was talking about the way that the wheel was really throwing me around as well, and you know there was a lot of force going through it. In some of those sweeping corners, you feel the weight and have to really lean against it. So it was nice to feel that around long, smooth corners from this wheel from Thrustmaster, which again, I'll come on to after we've done this race. I'm really sorry about that. It's one of those simple things. You forget to turn one input on, and it all goes to pot. So, the race will begin shortly. We've got to do one pit stop in this race. We don't have to change tyres. I am going to try and see how we get on with a change from mediums to mediums because we've got 3 times tyre wear on in this race, so it's certainly going to shred the tyres around this sort of track. I'm not sure what other people will be doing as well, but it's going to be intriguing to see whether it makes much of a difference. There it is, the pole sitter, also in a Ferrari. We've got a Scirocco in front of us, which is intriguing. I wish everybody would put number boards on and make them look like race cars, but that's just me being picky. We're at Kyoto Driving Park on the reverse layout as well. A very tough circuit, if I'm honest. I always thought it was a really long lap here. It's nearly 2 minutes a lap, and it doesn't feel like a long lap when you're driving something as pokey as this. Let's get going though, shall we? 10 laps, all on racing mediums, and all have to do a mandatory stop, but there's no necessitation for 2 different tyre compounds or anything like that. David's overdone it slightly there in the Scirocco. Could have our radar on just in case there's any... Oh, okay. I was going to say any sends from behind. Oh, a bit of corrective oversteer there. David's got a 1-second penalty. Got a car on our right. Going to let him go deep down the inside because he's got a mate with him. Sounds like he changed down all of the gears. Got another car just on my right. Maybe a bit too cautious in the opening stage here. Nice and smooth around there. 3 times tyre wear, so you have to really think about corners like that. Not sure if there was dirty air or something there, but the car felt horrible compared to how it felt in qualifying. All the way around, get it just on the limit of where the grip is, baby it round on the throttle, and then get on it. Looks like someone's pitting already. Not a bad idea, to be fair, to get out of the traffic. We've tried to do it before. Look at the Milka livery on that thing. We're going to get rear-ended if I don't get out of that. Good battle in front of us here that we need to try and capitalise on, to be honest with you. About 2 Ferraris, 2 Sciroccos. I think there's another Ferrari behind us as well, and a McLaren. So we need to try and make it 4 Ferraris and 2 Sciroccos in that fight. Dabbing the brakes down here. Oh, I've gone a little bit too hot. That might be a track limits warning, actually. Oh, Yorkie's overdone it. Whoa, he's overdone it massive time, he has as well. So we're now got the 2 Sciroccos for company. No track limits penalty, which I'm intrigued about, or a bit of contact between these 2. Oh, I've took that in well early there. Actually, no, we might be alright. Oh, he has to get out of it slightly. I'm not going to go for it down here. There's no point compromising each other that much through this. Too sketchy down here to try anything because that's what happens. I was half expecting this Scirocco on my right to pit then. Car in front, David in that red Scirocco, doesn't seem to be coping too well with not having a car to chase, and I feel his pain. I'm like that. If I've not got anybody to chase, my lap times are abysmal. Got a nice run out of there, but I'm not sure whether it's worth doing anything down into this chicane. It's difficult to find a prime overtaking opportunity on this circuit. It's very high speed. Contact between them pair. It's going to check up. That was a good boy there, wasn't I? I didn't want to try and benefit from it and cause an accident, so I just got on the brakes. The guys behind did a good job too. What is sportsmanship? I can hear Tom say. We're going to get a nice run out of here, look. Great run out of here. Use the long fifth gear of the Ferrari. Listen to her scream. He wants to go side by side through here. We're in front. After saying a lap ago, don't try anything through there. Oh, he sent it. What are you doing? Okay, he's pitting, is he? Yes, he is. I've rotated slightly on my chair. See how David copes, shall we? God, the understeer in there is horrible. Feels like the car's a completely different animal through that corner. So half expected him to cut straight back to the apex there, so I made sure I didn't get too much of an overlap. I think the guys that have pitted before me have had the right idea here because they've got out of the situation. I'd be surprised if he doesn't get a penalty for that. Let's do what we did last time. Just late apex, get a good run. Or goes miles wide and doesn't get a good run at all. It's easier said than done. Listen to that. Put my nose down the inside but not really go for it. Oh, scared him. I can't disappear, mate. He's going to pit it. No, he's not. Ah, should have taken the opportunity. Pretty good battle though, isn't it? There may not be a lot of overtaking going on, but there's just a good chase, I think, is what's important in a race like this. Got the run. He's not going to let me out the inside line, but he's going to outbrake himself, maybe. No, he's parked it on the apex. Let's try and get a cutback. Got a nice run. Look at that. Wasn't much of a cutback because I was very wide. Oh, this is good stuff, this. We're getting mugged by the cars behind there that are catching up. We're on the inside line here, so I've got to be careful. But really took it in. He's not giving me all the room in the world. He's tucked in behind me there, actually. Oh, it's so hairy down there. Oh, he's found a way down the inside. How's he done that? Lights pit, please. Oh, jammy sod. Ugh. McLaren behind us stayed out as well. You should never be on the throttle on the way into a corner, Chaz. You really mucked that up. He definitely needs to change down to third there just to get the engine braking. Car feels horrible without it. We're 11 seconds off the race leader. That's it. Nice run out of there. I think the McLaren behind must have made a mistake because he was about 7 tenths behind before. And he's dropped off. His poor left tyres are destroyed. Race leader's pitting as well. I'm going to. So mediums, no fuel, please. Lovely job. Alright, let's see where we are in regards to David and them lot. Oh, there he is, literally ghosting through us right at the last second. Oh, hello. We've got fresh mediums. I'm not sure if anyone else would have done so. Well, that's a penalty, David. We've now lost Flaner in front. But a podium, I'd say, is doable. Depends on what his tyres are like. Oh, I was on and off the brakes a lot there. That didn't feel great. Heck. David's flying up behind. Please don't send it down the inside here. Yeah, we got away from him there. I was watching the radar pretty much all the way around the corner. Oh, he's there. This isn't helping us get in front to this car ahead, David. I was going to try and drive it up the inside there, but he did a good job to get that stop, to be honest. It shows me that I'm being too soft on the brakes. Well, we've both done that a couple of times already, haven't we? Let's go chasing after Flaner, shall we? Oh, pure understeer there. Flung the steering one way then the other, and the car did not like that one bit. So one corner after saying let's go chasing Flainer, I've absolutely done myself in. There's cars here that are ghosting, and that is a car that's ahead of us in the race. That's Vitali, who's now dropped down to 3rd position. Whoa. I think his tyres are done. I don't think he took new tyres. Well, we're on to a podium position, everyone. That's what we wanted, isn't it? Concentrating now. Got me angry face on. This car revs so much. I love it. No. Only lost a little bit of time because of that. But we're 1.1 seconds behind Flainer on to the final lap now. Can't believe I'm in a Ferrari Group 4 car chasing a Scirocco. Rob there celebrating early. Oh, Flainer's no tyres here. Come on. It's all about getting a good exit, and we've got one. That Scirocco sounds great. You can just hear the turbo whistling away. Nice and tidy. That's what we like. Hopefully you won't try anything down here because that would be silly. And hopefully there's no silly last corner sends either. I don't think he can keep up through there though. I think we've got this in the bag so long as I don't touch the grass on the exit. Yeah, that'll do. There's a car backwards on the straight. And that's the lead. He's done it. We've taken the win. Get in. Oh, the leader spun it on the final corner. And we got the race win. Get in. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I worked hard for that one, and I tell you what, I've had a right day. I needed that. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the audio earlier on, but I'll come back now out of this and we'll go over what today's or this week's daily races are, and we'll cover that. But this is great fun, this race. There's a lot of very difficult corners around this circuit. It's such a massive challenge, and when you've got to consider the tyre life as well, you really need to be precise with your lock. I mean, the Thrustmaster TGT2, which is the sponsor of today's video, has certainly helped me do that. This belt-driven wheel really does provide a lot of power. Great, accurate force feedback as well. We're very grateful for Thrustmaster, or to Thrustmaster, for sponsoring our videos and sending these out to us. This actually comes with one of the coolest power adapters I've ever seen. I'll put a little video up of it on screen now. But basically, instead of it being this horrible massive brick that you usually get, they've made it look like a turbocharger. It's really, really cool. But there we go. Well, isn't that my first race win here on Daily Races on GT Planet? I think it is. But we'll take that, everybody. We'll take that. And a clean race bonus as well. Beautiful. Look at that. Okay, so the task at hand, everybody, is looking obviously at this week's daily races. The first one is one that we visited before, which is hilarious fun, to be honest with you. You've got a very select list of cars here at Special Stage Route X, which is just completely flat out on a massive highway, as you can see there. One lap takes a good few minutes. You've got the choice of an NSX Type R, the Amamiya FD3S RX-7. You've got 3 GTRs, the R32, R33, and R34, and even a fourth one, sorry. You've got the R35, a Z Performance, you've got the Supra RZ, you've also got Ferrari F8 Tributo, Bugatti Chiron, Pagani Huayra, Lamborghini Aventador LP750-4SV, Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series, Corvette ZR1C6, and Viper GTS. Amazing cars, very fast, all of them. The settings are very straightforward. It's just one straight up sprint. There's no pit stops, nothing to worry about. 1 times tyre wear, you're all on sports super softs. It can be a riot, but it can be horrendously frustrating, so go into that one with an open mind. Race B is at Trial Mountain on the reverse circuit in Group 3 cars. But you've got racing mediums, intermediates and wets. There is no pit stop necessary. You've got 1 times tyre wear, 1 times fuel wear. Mid-speed balance of performance. And the usual, really. There's only light damage on and light penalties and so on. So you can just have a lot of fun with this one. It's a very difficult circuit, especially in Group 3 cars. But like I say, you're on the reverse layout, so it's even harder compared to what we're used to. But still, we've then completed Race C, which is Group 4 cars on racing medium tyres. There is a pit stop mandatory though, as you'll see here, look. so you have to pit once in the race, but you can just put back on your mediums or just fill it with fuel. I think there were some drivers there that tried to save time by not changing tyres and going just for a tiny splash of fuel and going straight back out. Balance of performance is mid-speed. Obviously, SR and DR are still affected, but that's a good fun race, that, and I'm super happy to have finally won one here on the channel as well. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed today's video, everybody, and of course, we always hope that you enjoyed this week's daily races. Don't forget to check out GT Planet, of course, and Andrew's wonderful posts as ever if you want more details on what these races entail and what potentially you could look out for as a driver and what you might have to think about that I might not. Again, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for supporting GT Planet. Thank you to our sponsor, Thrustmaster, and we'll see you next week.